Some of you have noticed that there are currently several Mafia YouTubers, content creators, streamers, and gaming journalists that are showing off Mafia Definitive Edition through the preview build that they got from 2K and Hangar 13. And you're probably enjoying their content, their streams, and their articles, hopefully. But you're also probably wondering, GB, why are you not making content or live streaming the preview build of Mafia Definitive Edition? You're excited for it. The game's coming a month from now. You've been covering it. Why aren't you making content? Why aren't you streaming the preview build? That is a very good question. I wish I had the answer for you. But I found out about the preview build about a week ago. I believe it was Hassan who mentioned it. Well, we have two Hassans in our Discord. And we have an awesome community, by the way, in our Discord. We talk about Red Dead Online, as well as GTA and Mafia. So a week ago, I found out that some other content creators, streamers, and gaming journalists apparently had gotten a preview code. So in the hopes of not being left out, I started a week-long campaign of tweeting, emailing, as well as asking my awesome viewers and subscribers, fans, members, to do their part in order to help try to get 2K and Hangar 13's attention that I did not get a key, and I would have very much liked to have had a preview key. And before we continue, I do want to thank all of you that put forth the effort to help me out. That did mean a lot to me. All my awesome viewers, subscribers, fans, members that stepped up, that left kind words, whether in Discord or in the YouTube community tab posts I made or the various tweets I sent out. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for liking those tweets, for retweeting those tweets, even also leaving your own comments. I really do appreciate your words. They meant a great deal to me, that you all had my back over the past week. And I also want to thank a few others, including Cody, who's involved with Arsenal. I think he's one of the top guys at Arsenal. He reached out to me, and he said that he was going to take my request up to the higher-ups of 2K. And then my other friend, Carrick, over at ACG. Some of you have heard of Carrick. He's one of the best reviewers on YouTube when it comes to video games. Definitely check out Carrick's channel, ACG. I used to be part of his podcast, his ACG International podcast, along with Reg and Silver. And Carrick reached out to me and gave me a name, somebody at 2K to email, and, well, tweet, actually. So I did tweet that individual. And a few days earlier, another friend of mine, Hassan, who also has a YouTube channel covering Mafia, he did send me an email as well. So Carrick, Hassan, Cody, as well as all my viewers, subscribers, fans, and members, I appreciate each and every one of you for doing your part to try and help me get a key for the preview build. And the reason why the video is being posted, this one specifically, is because, unfortunately, despite everybody's best efforts, I did not get a preview key. For whatever rhyme or reason, I don't know why 2K or Hangar 13 or whoever made that call decided not to include me. Maybe it's because I don't have a large enough channel, not enough subscribers, not enough average views. I honestly don't know. I doubt I'll ever get an official answer one way or the other. But it has been kind of an emotional experience for me. And I guess that's another reason why I decided to make this video, to let you all know why you're not going to see any preview build content or streams from me, because I literally can't give you that. I wish I could. I fought for a week trying desperately to get a preview key. Obviously, because as a gamer, as a fan of the Mafia franchise since 2002, I obviously wanted to play the preview build of Mafia Definitive Edition, but I also wanted to make content. I also wanted to stream it for all of you, my viewers and subscribers, my fans, my members. But I guess it just wasn't meant to be for whatever rhyme or reason. But I did try my best to get a key. I guess the fates were just against me. It just wasn't meant to be. I don't know. But it has been kind of emotional for me personally because, as some of you know, I have been covering the Mafia franchise on my channel since 5 years now, actually. 5 years ago, Gamescom revealed the was a reveal teaser for Mafia 3. And ever since then, I've been covering Mafia. Mafia 3, you know, I did almost every single thing that came out regarding Mafia 3 from 2015 all the way to the launch of Mafia 3 in October 2016. And I was going through a pretty emotional time at that point because a month prior, while I was doing my Let's Play of Mafia 2, my dad passed away. And you can go back and you can watch my Mafia 2 Xbox 360 Let's Play. In 2016, you could tell that I was in a pretty bad emotional state. Plus, I was drinking, which is not good because I have a condition called fatty liver. I'm not supposed to drink. I haven't drank for at least, 2 years now? I still have some issues with that. My liver, it's hereditary, but I do the best I can. But I was obviously still dealing with the loss of my dad. He died from cancer. At first, he lost his bladder. He had tumors. They had to remove the tumors. We thought everything was going to be okay. He had an ostomy bag. He was able to walk my sister down the aisle December 2015. But unfortunately, throughout the spring, he was fighting the resurgence of cancer. He did the chemo. He thought the chemo worked. It didn't work. More cancer was there. Rogue cells. He did some sort of treatment. Unfortunately, the treatment failed, and sadly, he passed away in September 2016. And so a few weeks later, when Mafia 3 launched, it was a welcome distraction for me. Also getting through Mafia 2, the playthrough that I did on that back in 2016, leading up to the launch of Mafia 3. And I was a really big cheerleader for Hangar 13 as well as Mafia 3. I supported the game from the very beginning, and I had a pretty good rapport with Hangar 13 throughout 2016. In fact, they did send me a care package, and as of right now, the official Mafia Twitter account still follows me for now, and I was always very appreciative of that. In fact, I was supposed to go down to New Orleans, I believe it was in August 2016, because they were doing like a big to-do with other content creators and streamers. They invited me to come down, but obviously because of my dad's issues at the time, a month prior to him passing away, I couldn't get away. But when Mafia 3 finally came out, obviously a lot of us were excited, and I was especially excited because I've been covering it, and a lot of you came to the channel because of my Mafia 3 coverage. And as a gamer, I really wanted to play Mafia 3. I wanted to find out what happened to Vito, what became of Joe at the end of Mafia 3. I wanted to learn more about Lincoln Clay, his story, the characters we were going to interact with him, Cassandra Burke, as well as Sal Marcano, all that jazz. And of course, the city of New Bordeaux, which is based off New Orleans. Now, I do live in Louisiana, but I live in the northwest region of Louisiana. And right now we have a hurricane about to hit Texas along the Houston, Galveston, Boulevard Peninsula region. And it's supposed to go up through East Texas, and it's also supposed to hit where I live here in northwest Louisiana. So that also is on my mind right now, especially everybody that's in the crosshairs of the hurricane. So when the game officially came out, Mafia 3, at the time, I didn't stream. I recorded videos and put them up as, Let's Plays. when the game launched in October 2016, it had issues. Mafia 3. It did. And in the first few episodes of my Let's Play, I was upset. You know, not only still dealing with the loss of my dad, but also with the issues that the game was having. I mean, there was, as most of you are aware of that played Mafia 3 in October 2016, it had serious problems. And I vented my frustration a few times in a few of the episodes that I posted on Mafia 3. And I feel like, and this is just my opinion, I could be completely wrong about this, I feel like that is when the relationship that I had with Hangar 13 and 2K went south. Now, I could be wrong, but despite the issues that Mafia 3 had, despite the fact that there was a bit of repetitiveness to some of the aspects of Mafia 3, I did enjoy playing it once they were able to put out some patches and actually make the game playable. And I've always defended Hangar 13. It was their very first video game that they made. And there was a great story, great characters. And they did, to their credit, do their part to fix the game as best as they could. And I always felt like that it wasn't just on Hangar 13. It was also on 2K or Take-Two, because they wanted to get Mafia 3 out holiday season 2016. So I didn't always fully blame the developers, the studio of Hangar 13, for the issues that the game had at launch. I do still stand by the fact that I believe that the game could have benefited from a few more months of polish and having the bugs cleaned out. But it's history, right? It's all history. But I'm still a fan of the Mafia franchise. I've still been very supportive of the Mafia trilogy. I even streamed through Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. I did a review on it. And I've been covering Mafia Definitive Edition, the remake of Mafia the City of Lost Heaven. In fact, I've been asking for a remake of Mafia the City of Lost Heaven for quite a few years now, as some of you know. And like so many of you, I'm very excited about the chance to go back to Lost Heaven, to play a remake of this awesome game that so many of you didn't get a chance to play. And I'm still excited about it, and I still plan on streaming it whenever it launches in about a month from now, hopefully, on PS4, Xbox One, as well as PC. But the fact that I, for whatever rhyme or reason, was ignored or left out or not included when it came to a preview code for the preview build for Mafia Definitive Edition, it was a punch in the gut for me. It hurt my feelings, as some of you can imagine, for many reasons. But I've tried to be professional about it over the past week. I've tried to reach out to Hangar 13 and 2K and be diplomatic. I've also asked all my viewers and subscribers to do the same, to be cordial, to be civil on my behalf. And you all have, to your credit, and I really do appreciate that, as well as, once again, having your support and having my back over this past week. And I knew that it was a long shot. I knew that there probably wasn't really a chance of me getting a key for whatever rhyme or reason. But you had to try, right? I had to try. I had to put forth the effort. And I believe I did. And you all did. And everybody that helped me out, like Karak at ACG and Cody and Hassan and many of you that reached out via Twitter and elsewhere on my behalf. I feel like we all did our part to try. And as the old saying goes, it never hurts to ask. And I asked, and I asked, and I asked, and I begged, and to no avail, unfortunately. I really wish that they would have found it in their hearts to have given me a code for the preview build of Mafia Definitive Edition, so that I could have made content and live streamed it for you all. And I know there's other content creators and streamers and game journalists that do have that code, that do have the preview build. And I have nothing against any of them personally. And I'm sure a lot of you are watching their videos and their streams and their articles. And I hope you're enjoying it. I'm personally not going to watch any of that. I hope most of you understand why, because of this whole ordeal over the past week. but it's just weird. It's a weird feeling right now. I don't like feeling like I'm left out. And I've always had that problem throughout my entire life of being left out. I was born in a different town than I ended up growing up in. Before I was even old enough to have any memory, my mom passed away of fatty liver failure. And that's why I have the same condition. I'm not trying to create a sob story, but I grew up in a small town that I was not from. And I've always been short. And I've always felt like an outsider. I've always felt like that I've been left out of things on numerous occasions. And I've always felt like I've had to fight harder and push harder and do whatever it took to try to make it. Obviously, with a sense of morals, I've never done anything I would consider, when it comes to being a content creator or a streamer, that would be seen as questionable. I'm very much against clickbait or being dishonest with people. I've always tried to be as honest and open with my viewers and my subscribers as possible. And if that includes me upsetting somebody at Hangar 13 or 2K over my views and opinions of the issues that Mafia 3 had at launch in October 2016, then it is what it is. And sometimes my own mouth could be my own worst enemy at times. I'm not a brown noser. I'm not an ass kisser. I'll be nice to you. I'll be civil to you as long as you're nice and civil to me. Maybe I'm just not big enough. Maybe it just comes down to cold, hard numbers, right? It's a numbers game. Maybe that's the reason why I didn't get a preview code. They look at the numbers, and the channels that meet the threshold when it comes to subscribers or viewers, they got a code. And the gaming journalists that are part of the big gaming sites, because they get views, they get a code. The YouTube channels that don't have that threshold, that don't have enough subscribers or viewers, they don't. At the end of the day, it could just be simply a cold, hard fact that I just don't have the numbers. And it's been something I've struggled with since the inception of my channel back in March of 2014, when I originally was a Grand Theft Auto Online channel. I mean, I still cover Grand Theft Auto Online, but since then my channel has expanded to Red Dead Online as well as the Mafia franchise. So I guess you could say that's my trinity: GTA, Red Dead, as well as Mafia. Because Mafia has always had a special place in my heart. Since this game came out, coming up on 18 years from now, Friday, this coming Friday, is the 18-year anniversary of Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven. And a couple years ago, I actually replayed the game from start to finish, and you can check that out in the Mafia playlist if you want. And I'm still very excited about Mafia Definitive Edition for old players like myself and for new players. And that's one reason why I've been concerned about potential spoilers for the Mafia Definitive Edition, because there's going to be a new narrative trailer come out, I think, at Gamescom on Thursday, and I plan on still doing a breakdown trailer of it, despite the fact I am unable to get a preview build to make content or stream the preview build of Mafia Definitive Edition. I'm still trying to be professional about this, because I know a lot of you still support me, are still going to watch my content, and are still going to watch me hopefully stream Mafia Definitive Edition a month from now, even if I'm currently unable to make content or stream the preview build of Mafia Definitive Edition. That is real loyalty. That is real support there. And like I said, that means a great deal to me. And I honestly hope that I end up singing Mafia Definitive Edition's praises by the time I'm done playing it. I always wanted Mafia 3 to be good. I didn't want Mafia 3 to have the issues. That's in the end, that's not really my fault. I'm not a developer. I don't work at Mafia at Hangar 13. I'm a content creator. I'm a streamer. I'm a guy who sits behind a microphone playing video games, rambling about his thoughts, his views, and opinions about this or that, whether it's video games or other things that pop up in my mind. Do I claim to always be right? No. These are just my opinions, from my thoughts videos to my ideas videos to my rant videos, which is why this is a thoughts video, not a rant video, because I'm not I'm not going to rant about being left out, because that would be kind of immature, even though obviously I feel like I would have a right to do so. At the end of the day, I choose to be professional about it. I choose to be civil, even though it's hard, because I've put 5 years of content revolved around Mafia on my channel. From Mafia 3 to Let's Play Mafia 2 a few times, streaming Mafia 2, as well as Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. And let's see, I've Let's Played Mafia 3 once. I've streamed Mafia 3 once. I'm planning on streaming through Mafia 3 Definitive Edition once again, probably sometime after I'm done with Mafia Definitive Edition. And like I mentioned, I also Let's Played through this game, Mafia: The City of Lost Heaven. Obviously, I love the Mafia franchise. I'm a huge fan. I've been a fan since the game came out in 2002. Back then, I was still a GTA fan. And I gave this game a chance. And I absolutely loved it. And I loved it when Mafia 2 came out. And despite Mafia 3's issues, I still love that game. It's far from perfect, but there's still something I enjoy about Mafia 3. And hopefully we'll get a future Mafia game if Mafia Definitive Edition proves to be successful. And if it is, and if I'm still making content, and if I'm still streaming, I will definitely, hopefully, cover that next Mafia game, if that's in the cards. But as of this moment, the fact that I've been left out, hopefully most of you can understand that it is a kick in the pants, a punch in the gut, whatever you could imagine how I'm feeling right now. In fact, I'm recording this video before I went to bed, and maybe I'll wake up in the morning and I'll have a preview code in my email and I'll never post this video. But if I don't, then obviously I post the video because I did not get a preview code, and I felt like I had to explain to you all why I wasn't able to make the content or live stream the preview build for Mafia Definitive Edition when others are right now. So I felt like that was important. I also felt like I needed to get some things off my chest. And I honestly wish my channel was bigger. I'm grateful for the viewers and subscribers that I do have. You must always be humble, and that's always something I tell myself. Be grateful where you are compared to where you were. And I like to believe I put forth a lot of effort when it comes to my content, whether it's Mafia or Red Dead or GTA or my live streams. And I don't know why my channel isn't bigger. I don't know why I have more viewers or subscribers. I have no control over that. I'm grateful for all of you that are subscribed, and those of you that are viewers, and those of you that do like my content. It definitely, absolutely, 100% helps. But I have no control over YouTube, over what ends up, like going viral, and what ends up making a channel go from, say, 10,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers overnight. All I know is that I've been, busting my butt over the past 6 years as a content creator and a streamer. And when it comes to specifically the Mafia franchise, for 5 years I've been covering Mafia. And there are other content creators and streamers out there, as most of you are aware of. And even though I never really consider myself to be in direct competition with them, when some of them are given an advantage, like the preview build for Mafia Definitive Edition so that they can make content and they can live stream, and you don't have that code, you don't have that preview build, it leaves you at a huge disadvantage. It leaves you basically in the dust, and that's how I've been feeling the past few days. It's been very demoralizing, and a lot of you in my Discord have seen some of my feelings typed out. But I gotta admit, you all have been there for me in Discord and the YouTube community tab and Twitter and the comment section of a few videos, supporting me, patting me on the back, cheering me up. And it does cheer me up. It does mean a lot to me that you all reach out to me, that you all tried to help me, and that you all feel sympathy for me. And I realize that it's unfortunate that the average gamer out there also cannot check out the preview build, or at least get like a demo of like one mission. That'd be kind of cool, because back in once upon a time, say, 2009, somewhere around that ballpark, there were demos for video games. I remember, case in point, that I was excited for the Batman Arkham Asylum game, because I was a huge Batman fan. I loved the Batman animated series. And when I found out that Paul Dini was involved writing it, and Batman was voiced by Kevin Conroy, Mark Hamill by Joker, both of which voiced Batman and Joker from the animated series, I was excited. And they had a demo. Rocksteady had a demo, and I definitely downloaded that thing. It took forever to download on my Xbox 360, but I loved the freaking demo, and I knew right away that this was a Batman game I'd been wanting. And I absolutely bought it, and you know, there's obviously Batman content also on the channel that I've played over the past few years. So, yeah, it would be really cool if there was at least like a one-chapter demo for all Mafia fans to download for Mafia Definitive Edition in order to check out. But unfortunately, I don't really think that games do demos anymore, sadly. That's just a reality. That's just the way it goes. I never like to believe I'm owed anything. I'm grateful for what I have, by the way. I'm grateful for everything that I have. But at the same time, you could forgive me for feeling like I've been kind of ignored, kind of given the shaft, kind of pushed into the mud, so to speak. So it is kind of an emotional thing for me right now. And it does demoralize you as a content creator who's trying to grow their channel the right way, trying to make the best content they can, trying to give the best streams they can to their viewers and subscribers, members. And when this happens, it hurts. It absolutely hurts. I'm not lying. It does hurt that I'm not able to make the content for you all. As a content creator, as a streamer, and as a gamer, it hurts in all three ways. It hurts. As someone that, like I mentioned, has been playing this game, has been a fan of this franchise since 2002. Since when the game came out on PC. It absolutely hurts. But at the end of the day, as they say, life goes on. You know, it is what it is. There's nothing that can be done about it that wasn't already done. I feel like I put forth the best campaign possible over the past week online through the social medias, through email, through Twitter, etc. You know, asking and begging and pleading out of desperation, which is something I don't like to do, but I don't have any pride. You know, I'm willing to do that, but you know, to no avail. But at least you all were there with me throughout this past week, so it's been quite interesting. And on top of that, I feel like I had the resume. I mean, I'm not going to say if I'm worthy or not. You all can make that judgment call yourselves. But what I will say is, for 5 years, I have made Mafia content on my channel. And I'm proud of the content I made. I'm proud of my views and opinions. I've always been honest. And I've always tried to be fair in my criticisms. And I can't help the fact that I have critiques. I can't help the fact that I was upset about the issues that Mafia 3 had at launch. I mean, for one thing, I purchased the game myself. And I also purchased the Mafia trilogy myself. So I'm a consumer as well as a gamer. And as a consumer, you expect the product to actually work. So I think that I was in my right as somebody that was faithfully making content covering Mafia 3 from August 2015 to October 2016 to be a little upset with the issues that the game had at launch. And if I was put on some sort of list by Hangar 13 or 2K or angered somebody, then okay. It was never my intention to hurt anybody's feelings or to hurt any sales from Mafia 3, but at the end of the day, I have to be freaking honest. It's just like if there's issues with Mafia Definitive Edition when the game comes out and after I'm done playing it and I do a review on Mafia Definitive Edition, I'm going to be honest about it. I don't want there to be issues. But I'm still going to be honest. I'm always honest about Red Dead Online, even though I love Red Dead Online. I'm always honest about GTA Online, even though I love GTA Online. Sorry if I'm honest. Do you think I like doing rant videos? Do you think I like being critical? No, I don't. I know that there's no such thing as a perfect game. I get it. But at the end of the day, if somebody was actually still upset at me over things that I may have said about Mafia 3 at launch in my videos, or my review of Mafia 3, nearly 4 years ago, then, you know, that's just my opinion. And even after that, I still defended the game. I still credited Hangar 13 with doing their best to try and fix the issues that the game had at launch. And I still was willing to give Hangar 13 a second chance with Mafia Definitive Edition. Obviously, because I've been covering it since Mafia Definitive Edition was officially announced back in May of this year. So at least I'm willing to give him a chance. I mean, don't I deserve a second chance as well? If somebody at 2K or Hangar 13 is upset with me over something I may have said, my criticisms back in October 2016, then again, maybe I'm just taking this one somewhere where it's not even the case. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I said, at the end of the day, it could simply just come down to the cold, hard numbers and a threshold that, despite how hard I've tried over the past 6 years to grow my channel, to gain viewers and subscribers, I just haven't been able to meet that threshold. And as grateful as I am for what I do have, it still hurts. It still does. Because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, I feel like I've come a long way over the past 6 years of being a content creator and streamer. I feel like I've improved. I feel like I've fine-tuned my skills. But still, I have no idea what I'm doing wrong. I have no idea why my channel doesn't grow faster than other channels. I don't know. Maybe I play too many games. I feel like I'm spinning out of control, literally. The timing on that one, right, guys and gals? I don't know. But instead of being so torn up about that, I always try to remind myself of what I have. I have over 12,400 subscribers. I have over 3 million lifetime views. I have several awesome members that step up and monetarily support me every month. I'm grateful for that. I absolutely am. But there are times in this situation specifically that makes you look the other direction. And it can be very demoralizing for you as a content creator. And I would be lying if I said I wouldn't want to be bigger. Of course I want to be bigger. Of course I'd want to eventually get to where I had more viewers and subscribers. A content creator and streamer that says otherwise, that does this on a regular basis like I do, is lying. They're absolutely lying to you. Now, I get it. There are content creators out there, there are streamers out there that just do this as it's just every now and then, just a little side thing, a little hobby. It started out that way for me, but I guess it's become a little bit something more. At the very least, I guess you could say a part-time job. It definitely has been good for me, personally and mentally, and my creativity, because I did come from a radio background, and I'm able to take my radio skills and YouTube skills I had from previous channels and put them towards this channel. And I've learned so much more since then. I've made a lot of really awesome friends thanks to this channel. And I've met a lot of you, a lot of my awesome viewers and subscribers and members because of this. So, despite not getting the preview code, despite not being able to do the preview build or make content for you or stream it while others are able to, giving them a advantage over me, which cannot be denied. The one thing that cannot be taken away from me is the fact that I still have all of you, my awesome viewers, subscribers, fans, mods, members, those of you that have my back, those of you that have supported me over the past week. It means a great deal to me. It absolutely does. And once again, thanks again to Cody over at Arsenal, also for the code. I will definitely use the code. I already have Mafia Trilogy on PS4, which I bought. But I will definitely use the Xbox code you gave me. I may on like one do one on medium, and then the second stream, I will do the second stream on classic. Maybe the second stream will be on PS4 classic. The first stream may be on Xbox because I have that code. Thanks to Arsenal again and Cody and your efforts. Thank you for at least trying on my behalf, and thank you once again to my good friend Carrick over at ACG for also trying to help me out. It's very much appreciated. And once again, Carrick, awesome reviewer. One of the best reviewers on YouTube when it comes to content. So if you're looking for a YouTube channel that does great reviews, go check out my friend's channel, ACG. Absolutely. And I'm going to go forward from here. And we're going to keep going. And hopefully we will continue to make content for Mafia Definitive Edition. And I hope you all understand why I'm unable to make any content or streams based around the preview build. It's not because I didn't want to, but I will do a breakdown video Thursday evening of the next narrative trailer for Mafia Definitive Edition, which will premiere at Gamescom on Thursday. Oh, by the way, we're probably going to have a Mafia narrative trailer watch party. We'll do a Gamescom watch party room in our Discord, by the way. We'll talk about all the games that are premiered. We'll just chill. We may be in voice chat in our Discord. And we'll obviously be commenting on it in that specific room that we'll have set up. And any information that comes out regarding the narrative trailer for Mafia Definitive Edition, like I said, I will cover it in a breakdown video. And, of course, once again, happy 18th anniversary to Mafia City of Lost Heaven. That anniversary is coming up this Friday. And this is absolutely a fantastic game, and I sincerely hope that everybody behind Hangar 13 that's working hard to get Mafia Definitive Edition ready for launch on September 25th for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. I hope that Mafia Definitive Edition is a worthy successor to Mafia the City of Lost Heaven. We're going to find out one way or the other a month from now.